What's going on, guys? My name's Mitch Robs, and today we have another Twine Endurance tutorial. We're covering Dan Envision's Twine Endurance base, so we're going to be working on that today. So we're going to be doing B-Champ. B-Champ's an interesting one, frankly, because it doesn't use much durability, and both the pathways from the south and the east you can combine into one tunnel. So it's not going to be like split into two videos like I would for like Hill or for home base or whatever, because basically both tunnels combine into one. So go tell Dan thanks in the comments section for helping me out with this build and for helping me out with, in general, for providing these builds for you guys. As well as consider joining Endurance Lounge. Endurance Lounge is a endurance-based Discord where we host and leech off of each other, and by doing that, you gain tickets and stuff like that. So come join. As well as, we're going to be talking about this amp a little bit. So this amp's going to be recycling based, and it's going to have a mini boss dancer for this. This always gets hit wave 7, 17, and 27, so you're going to have a mini boss guaranteed on this amplifier. So that's important, you have to build for that. But this is going to use 12,000 metal. It's going to use, which is going to be equal to like 200 structures, so 12,000 divided by 60. And it's going to use 28 traps for 228 structures. That's actually not that bad. I thought it was going to be way more. But we're going to be using a wall launcher, all durability, 2x reload. We're going to be using another wall launcher with 3x impact, 2x reload, increased building health. We're going to be using a wall launcher with 3x impact, 2x reload, and durability. We're going to be using a floor freeze trap, tar pits, a floor launcher with 2x reload, 2x impact, blue wooden floor spikes, a wall launcher with 3x impact, 2x reload speed, increased building health, and heals builds attached. We're going to be having a sound wall with 4x impact, increased building health, and a reload. And we're going to have a wall light with 1 impact, 2x reload speed, and heals builds attached. So those are going to be the traps in this mission. There's only going to be 28 of them. But I hope you guys do enjoy this build. Now onto the tutorial. Alright, so let's get on to building B-Champ. So if you guys don't know what B-Champ is, it's literally the amp with a beach in the far southeast corner of the map. So we've already done home base and we've done ramp, so I highly suggest you guys watch those videos. And I misspoke last time when I was talking about ramp amp, or I didn't really misspeak, but I put the wrong constructor loadout, so you guys should use the one that's on screen right now for the constructor loadout for this jail right here. Jailed amp we have, and place it right here. So use this constructor loadout on screen. But today we're going to be talking about B-Champ. So B-Champ's all the way over here in the southeast corner. And the main reason it's called B-Champ is because the main component of almost any build for B-Champ is this beach down here. This beach is really important because we throw the husks down here, basically. And they have to walk up this ridge. So what are the spawns of B-Champ? So if we're looking at spawns for B-Champ, there's a spawn right here. This is kind of rarer. We have a spawn all across here. So that's where our main force of our spawn is going to be, is right down here. So we have to figure out how we want to path the husks. So what do they want to do naturally? They want to walk up this ridge, cut left, and then come down this pathway. Well, that's not a bad pathway. We can bring them on our own pathway and kind of make this way easier to block off, right? Because you'd think, like, if we brought them down this pathway, we have this lava bomb right here to deal with, and we have all of this area to block off that flingers can kind of throw from. So first things first, let's get our pathway. So first things first, we're going to actually start at the top right here. You see this lava bomb? That gets in our way. So what we're going to do is place a floor piece right here. We're going to then edit a cone like this. I like to pre-edit it, but sometimes I just place it because my controller, but we're going to pre-edit a cone facing the east like that. We're going to place 1, 2, 3. All right, this is going to be a little tricky to build at the beginning. So just place a starter floor like this. We're then going to take floors all the way across here. We're going to put 2 walls there. We're going to break that starter floor. We're then going to take a floor here. We're going to ramp up here, and then we're going to place a floor. Alright, so what we want the husks to do, we're also going to add like a little edited floor right here. This was inspired by Kirby's design, his pathway that he did for the husks, but we take a lot of the block off that he had over on south side, and it's going to be a lot cheaper, and it's going to be a lot more different, like in terms of the recycling in the front side. But basically their pathway is, instead of going up this ramp, we're going to block this off, and the husks are going to go down here, they're going to come on up, We're going to path them this way. We're going to place floors all the way down here towards the amplifier. So we're going to give them our own pathway like that. And we're going to recycle them down this way. Alright, so let's start with our actual like tunnel. Alright, so they're going to walk this way. They're going to come up here. First things first is we're going to have 2 walls right here. Why these walls? They're going to have wall launchers right here, right? Because, A, they're going to push the husks more towards this way. And then put them lining with the tunnel. But B, also, there's a flinger throw spot right here where this lava bomb is. And this is just to discourage them from using that. So we're going to put edited cones behind that, like this. So one facing the southwest and one facing the southeast. That's just going to be a little bit more of disincentive to walk this way. Alright, we're going to keep going forward. We're going to place a wall here. A wall right here, right? So we're going to leave a gap for this wall because this is going to be part of our pathway for south. And we're going to place 2 walls. Alright? And we'll go over the south pathing after we go over this pathing. And then we'll go over all the block off and stuff like that. Alright, so the main thing with this tunnel is we're going to get smashers and regular husks keep going like this. On this right side of this pathway. And we're just going to boop them into the pit. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit our walls like this. And we're going to place a wall here. We're going to place a wall here like this. We're going to place a wall here. And that should be good. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my placement right so I don't screw this up for y'all. Okay, so take that back. We're going to erase this wall. I'm just trying to like perfect this. But we're going to have a wall here. And then we're going to have a floor here. Alright? So for south, their pathway is going to be like this. We're going to edit a floor. We're going to place it like this. And this wall will be block off back here. But you don't have to worry about that just yet. We'll go over that in a second. But basically, the way this is going to work is they're going to walk along this edge. And we're going to move this as well to right here. Basically, they're going to walk along the edge of this. There's going to be wall launchers pushing them into the pit. Wall launchers pushing them into the pit. And it's going to easily allow us to recycle the smashers all the way down to the beach. And they're going to end up coming up that natural ramp that I showed you guys at the beginning of the video. So that's like the basis of this, is we're going to just push them down into this pit and make them walk really, really far. So durability is usually not an issue on this amplifier. Okay. So we keep on going through. We have all that placed. And a big component of this is going to be lobber shield and amp design, right? Because we're going to make the mini bosses dance on this amp. And this is going to be our only dancing design, just because doing the amp design I did say for ramp is going to be a lot harder to do because of the terrain of this amplifier. But basically, we take them down this pathway. Now, once they get dropped down here, what are the husks going to do? They're going to walk all the way over here, right? They're going to walk all the way to the southeast over here, and they're going to come up this natural ramp. What we're going to do is place a wall here, one up from the top. We're going to place a wall here, and we're going to place a wall here, right? You're like, wow, where did they go? Like, I couldn't possibly know where they're going to go from here. Well, we're going to take 1, 2, 3 floor tiles. We're going to place an extra wall here, and we're going to place an edited cone behind it, facing the northeast. This is going to be enough that every single husk is going to walk around this and then walk right here and take this pathway back to the amp. And see how long of a pathway this is? It's going to be pretty simple like that. As well as some of the husks are going to get... they're going to come up this little ridge and be fine. Some of the husks are going to come up this right here. Okay? But basically, that's where we're going to be pathing them, is down that way. Now, for the south path, since there is 2 spawns, there's an east side and a south side for beach. They're all going to be spawning back here, right? Across here, right? And normally, they would path through this little tunnel here. But this tunnel is actually kind of shitty for damaging the husks and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is actually block off a lot of this, and we're going to path them up here. Right? So what I'm going to do is kind of like place these floors. We don't want them pathing this way. And we'll place a wall here. We're going to have them continue on this way. We're going to place a wall here. Walls all the way lining this. And they're going to path like this. All the way down here. and towards our other recycling. So it combines basically both sides into one side. What I want you guys to do real quick is edit your wall into a pole like this, and we're going to place the poles on each of these like connecting pieces to the walls. What this is going to do is since this is going to have high husk density, since all the husks are pathing this way, we don't want husks that get too close to this wall in a high husk dense area to accidentally phase through this wall. So that's how we're going to have it. We're going to have these little poles to prevent that. So they're going to walk a couple like centimeters away from the wall. Okay, so now we have our pathways, right? Genuinely, that's the pathways that we're going to be doing, and it's not going to be like too incredibly hard to understand that. The main thing is we're just going to do a lot of recycling and path them all the way over to the far side of the beach. Okay, so now let's start with traps, right? And this is going to be like a little bit of like, this isn't going to be all the traps in this because some of it we use for block off, but this is going to be part of it. So first things first, we're going to come right here, and you're like, wow, this is a good wall launcher and floor launcher spot. Well, this actually is more of a lobber shield than anything. But if you push them with a wall launcher this way, you're actually putting them closer towards your objective over there into our main recycling, so that's a bad thing. We don't actually want that. We want them to cross all the way up to here, and then we're going to put our 3 times impact. So let me get them out real quick. We're going to paste 3 times impact, 1 times healing. I want to say these heals builds attached. Yeah. So these are going to be the wall launchers we're going to be using right here. So 3 times impact, 2 times reload speed, heals builds attached. We're going to place them there. Okay. We're going to have blue wooden floor spikes here, I want to say. But don't just put them out there real quick. We're going to then place all durability, 2 times reload speed floor freeze traps right here. Now, this is kind of a weird place to have a floor freeze trap, but sometimes lobbers just freak out sometimes, and this is their freak out spot, right? They'll just throw right here. Once they get frozen by this, they just reset their AI and they stop throwing. Okay, we're then going to have a blue wooden floor spike right here. So let's find these. These are going to have no investment into physical and all durability. Alright, we're then going to take a 2 times reload speed, 2 times impact, all durability floor launcher, and place it here. We're going to take 3 tar pits. 1, 2, 3. These are going to be all durability, and we're going to place them like that. We're going to take a 3 impact, 2 times reload speed wall launcher, and we're going to place it on each of these walls. Alright. So now that we have that, that's going to be our main trapping for this pathway. We're then going to fall down here, and we're going to go to our other recycling over here. We're going to come right here, and we're going to place 3 times impact, 2 times reload speed, durability, wall launchers on all of these walls. These are just going to yeet the husks all the way into this water, right? And they're going to have to walk through this water, which you can see how slow I'm moving, and I have max movement speed. They're going to have to walk all the way up to this beach and get recycled again. And we're just going to place a blue wooden floor spike here to slow them down and not damage them. Okay? So they're going to have to walk all the way over here right now. So another thing I want to mention is flingers will come over here to try to hit it. That's why we have the heals builds attached on it. These will boop them all the way over here, right? We're just going to place a little ramp facing the north right here. Just to solely, because if we boop them all the way over here, the flingers, they're just going to have a nice little easy path back up this way. Alright. As well as we're going to place a wall right here, right? So they can't just take this like easy little route to the left right here. So they'll have to come boom and up here. One of the things that we are going to do also is we're going to take this and make a little pillar at it like this. Solely for the husks that are coming from south, they're going to have to path through the floor launcher like and around this pillar instead of like cutting it close. Alright, so now that we have that, we're going to focus on our south side pathing. Alright, so south side wise, we're going to path them all the way over here to the right and up this natural terrain. This ridgy terrain. So first things first is sometimes flingers will go over here and try to beat on this. To reset their pathing, we have that heals builds attached wall launcher here. Okay. They're going to continue forward. We're going to have, I want to say 3 times impact. Yeah, we're going to have 3 times impact heals builds attached. I don't know why I don't have them. I probably can't craft them right here, so I'll probably have to place them later. But place 3 times impact heals builds attached on the back of these walls. I'm going to place the increased building health for right now. But yeah, you want to place the 3. I'll just place these for right now, but you want to place the 3 times impact heals builds attached on these particular walls because they're going to yeet them all the way over here, and as well as like a flinger might want to come right here and hit on this wall to throw, but it's going to reset his pathing if he does. We're also going to take a 4 times impact, 1 times reload speed, increased building health sound wall, and we're going to place it here. Now, why the hell would we place that there, right? Answer is smashers sometimes get stuck right here, right? And this is going to have a really high impact value to break their impact guard. And once it breaks their impact guard, they just casually walk around this way and it resets their pathing. All right. So now that we have that, we have all of our traps in place. Let's go over block off now. So now that we've gone over our like pathing and everything like that, the block off is going to be, I'm not going to say simple, but it's not going to be too incredibly difficult. So we're going to come over here to this natural ramp, and we're going to place 3 walls right here. We're also going to place a wall right here. On this wall, we're going to have an all durability 2 times reload speed wall launcher. This is because the midget husks, like the little husklings, they want to path to us at our AFK spot up there. Sometimes they'll want to hit onto this wall, but if this boops them, it boops them onto this, and they just take the regular path. On these 3 walls in the front, we're going to have a 3 times impact increased building health. This is going to serve as part of our like block off and layering. It's going to increase our HP value on these, which does slightly affect the husk's pathing. We're then going to place floors all on top of this. Regular cones on top of these. Boom, boom. And then we're going to have walls behind each of those cones. A cone facing the northeast, cone facing the east, and then cone facing the southeast. And this should be our layering right here. We're then going to come all the way over to right here. We're going to place a wall, a cone facing the northeast, and then a wall. Alright, and this should be all the layering we need to prevent them from going this way, right? So we don't have to have like huge amounts of block off over here, block off up here, or anything like that. We can just block off that little area and path them down this side. Alright, as well as we kind of want to have block off over here as well, so we're going to have 2 cones right here. We're going to add them facing the north, and then we're going to place 2 walls here. This is also going to be part of our amp design. So now that we have that, let's do the block off over on this like right side, right? And then we'll get to the middle ugly cave bit. So we're going to come to the bottom of this ramp, and we're going to place a 2x1 right here. We're going to have a cone facing the southeast and a cone facing the southwest. Underneath these 2 cones, we're going to have floors with the 2 tiles to the south taken out, like this. Okay? And it's going to be like that. On this particular wall on the west side, we're going to have a 1 times impact, 2 times reload speed, 2 times durability heals builds attached here. This is one of those spots that flingers see this as a viable throw space. But if they get stunned by this wall light, they don't see that as their throw space anymore. They want to go the natural pathing this way. So it's just one of those things, like, it doesn't matter all too much to have this wall light on here, but it is, it is going to save you some of them flingers breaking block off right here. Usually they break this wall, and then they walk around, but this wall light helps mitigate that. We're then going to have 1, 2 floors at the top of this ramp. We're going to have a cone facing the southeast, a cone facing the southwest, and we're going to surround that in walls. Alright? Or then, believe it or not, that's the majority of the block off over here. Now we have to get to the cave portion. So starting at this little alcove, we're going to place walls across like this. So 1, 2, 3 walls. And each of those behind that is going to have a cone facing the south. Alright? So now that we have that, we're going to come towards this cave. We're going to place a wall, a floor edited with the south pieces taken out, a cone facing the south, a floor edited with the south pieces taken out, a wall, a cone facing the south, a wall. We're going to place a cone facing the south east right here, a wall, a cone facing the south here. We're going to place a wall right here, a cone facing the southeast, an edited floor facing the east. We're going to place a wall behind us. This is going to be a cone facing the east, if you guys can see that. A wall, a cone facing the southeast. That's going to be surrounded in walls. We're going to hop to the tile to the south. There's going to be a cone facing the southeast, like this. All right. Then we're going to come all the way over here, right? We're going to place 2 walls right here. So that should cover, fill in those little boxes right there. We're going to place 2 floors here. These are going to be edited facing the south. And then we're going to have 2 ramps. These are going to be facing towards the south. All right. We're then going to come over here. We're going to place walls all around this little tile space. Place a wall right here, a wall right here, and a wall right here. What this is going to do is our mini boss is going to want to go towards this battery right here, but he wants to break like walls around the battery, and he's going to come right here. He's going to like pass a certain area right here, and he's going to want to try to break this wall, but then he like resets and he thinks he can like take a pathway around here or something. Anyways, it's just mini boss dancing. I don't understand like fully mechanics wise, but what happens is the mini boss paths into right here and he just keeps dancing like this over and over again. All right. So we have that, and Dan has a door right here in his, just so he can get through it, but the door's not going to mess up like the dancer or anything like that. Okay, so we should have the majority of the block off here, right? Really, there's not much needed in terms of block off here, right? Because you'll see in a lot of builds, there's just like block off filling this entire area up right here, and that's just not needed, if I'm being honest with you. All right, so now that we have that, we're going to do our lobber shield, which is going to be, I should say expensive, right? But the amp overall actually isn't that expensive. It's like 229 structures or something like that. But you guys are going to see this lobber shield, and you're going to be like, wow, that's pretty big. And that's because you really need it to path the south side husks all the way over towards the east side pathing. So we're going to come at the top of this ramp, and we're going to place 1, 2 up. We're going to do that all the way down this way. And we're going to keep going like that. Once we hit this little wall, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 floors out. Okay? That's pretty important, going 4 floors out, because it's going to be a good, useful guide for you. We're then going to go 2 up all the way down this. Right? And once we get to the end, we're going to go edit our ramp into this little piece, the 3 up towards the southeast. Replace a ramp here, and then we're going to do the same little edit right here at the top. So this is just blending it all together. We're then going to cover here and here with floors, and then we're going to go 2 by whatever of floors all the way down to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think that's 5, unless I counted wrong. A 2 by 5 here, a 2 by 2 here. And then we have our big ass lobber shield. So 1, 2, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. And then we have this little edit. We're then going to go back over towards this edit. And we're going to go 2 tiles up all the way over to right here. Right? We're then going to find this floor launcher, right? So the big thing with this floor launcher is it has to hit off of something. So we're going to place a ramp edit facing the north right here, right? And you're going to be like, okay, yeah, we got that. So we have that, right? We have to figure out how to integrate this into our lobber shield. So we're going to place a ramp here, and we're going to bend it towards the northeast. We're going to come over to the west side of it. We're going to face it towards the northeast. We're going to place another one, and we're going to face it towards the southeast. We're going to have a ramp opposite of our ramp that the floor launcher hits against. We're going to have a ramp here. right there, as well as we're going to have a ramp right here over top of this. We're then going to come up right here, and we're going to bend a, whatever it's called, a cone facing the southeast up here. And that should be our little lava shield. I don't think this piece is actually needed right here. But I'll check after the video and like tell you guys if it's needed or not, because I'll check over exactly like what I missed and stuff like that. Now, a big thing about this is, right, we have all these husks down here, right? We have a bunch of lobbers and stuff. What's stopping them from throwing from right here all the way up? So we have to like cover this space up. So naturally we're going to take this, we're going to leave this open right here, solely because they can't throw through this area. But we're going to start on the tile to the north of it. We're going to go 1, 2 out. We're going to go 1, 2. We're going to attach this to this little outcropping. And we're going to go all the way over until we've covered up all of this, right? Now, the next issue we have to deal with this is what happens when these wall launchers shoot across? What happens if they end up over here, right? So if that's the case, and these wall launchers will shoot some of the husks that far sometimes, we need to place a wall 1, 2, 3 long. So you guys can see right there, 1, 2, 3, to prevent the husks from actually getting across to the other side and having them break through our amp and stuff like that. All right. So this is what our lava shield's looking like a little bit, and we'll go over it again. So if we're looking right here, once we've done this bend, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 by 2 of ramps. Then we have a little bend up. We have a bend towards the southeast. And then we have our floor launcher ramp. And then we have this just bending around so it can attach to it. Then we have a 2 by 4 of floors here. And then we have a 1, 2, 3 floors right here. And I think that's really about it for this amplifier, right? We've gone over our lobber shield, we've gone over our block off, we've gone over our recycling. The big thing about this amplifier is, like, genuinely, you don't want to give them their natural pathing, as you guys can see. We've given them artificial pathing along this path up to here, so we can throw this into the pit, as well as the south side. We don't want to give them their natural pathing, because their natural pathing is really shitty. So that's really the goal of this, is we want them to path our own pathing. Okay. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this. We're also going to place a blue wooden floor spike here. Before I end the video and stuff like that, I forgot to place it here. Blue wooden floor spike. Right, so this is mainly going to be a recycling build, and it's going to push them down there, and the whole entire goal is to get them stuck in this beach loop over here. Let's go over some quick fixes I missed. First off, Dan told me that this is mainly the Vocaloid Nyan's or Kirby's dancer, so go thank him as well for the dancer on this amp. Credit where credit's due, this dancer's awesome. But second, we need to go over the lobbers right here. Lobbers can throw right here towards the amp. I forgot to place this and that, so we're going to place a wall here, a wall below, because there's a little part of the amp that can stick out, and lobbers can hit that. So we need a wall here, and then we need a wall next to it, right in that spot. So right... Oh, nope, we missed it. I'm a bot. Okay, so I need to break that wall I just placed and place it here. The second thing is we need to go make a couple traps. So we need to go all the way down here to wall launchers with increased or with heals builds attached, and we need to break this, this, and this. So these two are gonna have heals builds attached, and the far right one is gonna have increased building health. This is just to prevent like smashers from running through right here. And from going into the cave system. So we're going to place it right here. Alright. And that should be it for the adjustments. Just the main thing is replacing these 3 wall launchers and making sure we have that lobber shield, right? Because if this lobber shield isn't here, you're going to have a bad time with flingers and lobbers. As well as we're going to knock out this wall on the amplifier design right here. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys do like it, please leave a like on the video and consider subscribing to my channel for the rest of the tutorials. Also, go thank Dan in the comments. He's a real bro for making these videos. Or not making these videos, but making these builds and sharing them with me and teaching me how to do all this stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.